Hi, welcome to Encaustic Shorts. Today we're going to be looking at how to do a beachscape painting. This is going to be a series, so in this first installment I'm just going to be laying out big blocks of color and covering the whole canvas, just laying down the bones of the painting, as they like to say. I like to start off with big blocks of color, and I also like to use my blowtorch when I start paintings. What's nice about the blowtorch is it heats the wax up and it moves it really fast, and it just kind of speeds up the whole process. The downside to the blowtorch is that it's very easy to overheat the wax, and so if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to go into all your previous layers and melt everything and make it swirl together, then your best bet is to use the heat gun. So later on, I will move over to using the heat gun as well. You can see where I've laid in some brown for the beach, and I'm working on the sky, kind of just generally laying out where I think I might eventually want my horizon line to be. Another fun thing to do is I like to put a little bit of extra encaustic medium. That's the clear paint that has no pigment to it. It's just the wax and resin. I like to add that because it gives more depth and it helps the colors swirl together a little bit better. So I'll periodically just brush the whole painting down with clear encaustic medium and then refuse everything. Yep. I'm just going to add a few drops of yellow for the sun. The yellow that I have on my palette is very, very highly pigmented, so I know that just a few drops will be more than enough. And once I get to swirling them around, I will probably still have to knock the yellow back just a little bit. And then I'm going back and I'm just touching up the beach, the shoreline. Yep, and see here, it was too hot, so when I touched it, I pulled off some of the wax, and that's okay, because that's super easy to fix. You can just put down some more paint where the hole was and then just refuse so that you can cover that hole up. But that is one thing to keep in mind when you are painting with encaustic. You do need to let the previous layer cool before you paint on top of it, otherwise you will smear your whole painting. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Also, encaustic medium, the clear paint is great to thin down your colors. If your colors are a little, you want them to be more transparent. So I have a tendency to thin down my colors as I go. Yep, so join me for my next video next week as we start to put the finishing touches on our beach.